Hey guys, it's Sarah, and this is the 2018 Toyota Camry XSE.
Say that fast enough and it'll sound like you're calling the car sexy.
And the Camry XSE is powered by a 3.5 liter V6 with 301 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque.
With the Camry already being a huge success and averaging nearly 400,000 sales annually, does the added style and performance of the XSE model make for an excellent choice for road tripping? If you plan on taking some friends or family along for the road trip, having 38 inches of rear legroom is definitely a good start.
Tons of room in this back seat. I'm 5'11" and there's a ton of room in front of me. And that's where I had the seat when I was driving the car. Only downfall is if you have a high ponytail, you hit your head on the roof. But just don't wear a high ponytail, you'll be good to go. Let's give this a shot. Here it goes. How low will it go? How low? Takes a while. Oh, this is going pretty flat. Oh yeah. That's good.
Cargo space is key for road tripping, and if you plan on having passengers in the back seat, then you better hope you have a big enough trunk. 15.1 cubic feet of space in the trunk. It's a pretty big trunk. It's almost big enough to put your bike in it. Where the XSE model really stands out is in its looks. With the exception of the brand new Honda Accord Turbo, I have to say the Camry XSE is one of the best looking front-wheel drive sports sedans on the market. The front bumper and large grille share close similarity with the aggressive styling of the Lexus F Sport models.
Honestly, this thing is pretty aggressive for a front-wheel drive family sedan. Give it the beats. Oh yeah, this thing goes. It has no trouble merging onto the freeway, that's for sure. This is actually a pretty quick car. The 0 to 60 time on the Camry XSE is 5.8 seconds, which is impressive considering this is a front-wheel drive car. And I definitely have to say, I think that is the Achilles heel of this car, is the fact that it is front-wheel drive, but it is a Camry. But every time I floor this thing, it wants to just rip the tires off. And this Camry is equipped with blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, and radar cruise control, which honestly, the radar cruise control is like the smartest feature they could ever put in a car, because that's really annoying, especially when you're on a long road trip, when you're on the interstate for several hours and you're on the interstate cruising and the car in front of you is going 2 miles an hour under what you're going, and you have cruise control on and then you have to turn it off because you start approaching them. Or the worst, when you get behind a car that isn't using cruise control but you are, and they keep speeding up and slowing down and speeding up and slowing down. So you adjust your cruise control with your thumb, and it's more like you're playing a video game than actually driving because you're trying to keep your cruise control of the car in front of you. So this radar cruise control, I can see why it's so popular in so many cars now, because it's a genius feature, and hopefully it becomes standard on every car eventually. In addition to those safety features, you have a good sized navigation screen, which the only downside is I've noticed so far is it does catch glare fairly easily because it has this gloss finish to it. And in addition to that, you can't input anything into the navigation while you're driving. Now I know that's not safe, you shouldn't be doing that stuff while you're driving, but sometimes you have a passenger who could do that for you, but the car has to be stopped to put any inputs into the navigation, which most people aren't going to be patient enough to be like, oh, here, let me pull over. Most people, unfortunately, end up pulling out their cell phone and using their cell phone's navigation, which isn't safe. So it's kind of a debate. Do you think they should make it so you can control all the features on the navigation while you're driving feature, which I'm honestly really salty about because I have an iPhone, is the wireless charging pad in the center of the car is a little power button you turn on, you put your phone on top of the pad, it charges your phone wirelessly. But unless you have a phone that can do that, then you're kind of hosed. However, it does have 3 USB ports. There's 2 that are 2.1 amp, which charges quickly, and then you also have a 1.5 amp, which won't charge your phone very quickly, but it's still there nonetheless. When you're cruising on a long road trip, you definitely want some good tunes, and this JBL system definitely delivers, especially if you're cruising by yourself and you like to sing in your car. pointing any fingers at anybody here, but you can turn the volume all the way up and it doesn't really distort at high volume, which is nice. Your ears will probably start to distort before these speakers will. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week on TFL with Heather. Bye.